Los Angeles-based filmmaker Michael Rainin has seen it all in the last 20 years. A veteran, award-winning storyteller across film, television, and new media landscapes, Michael has used his vast experience across every stage of production to further his audience's perspective. He thrives at highlighting the significance of the topics at hand and excels at crafting unique ways to breathe life into every subject that he takes on. His latest projects include a documentary called Run, Raven, Run, and another with a legendary filmmaker, Spike Lee. And he joins us now. Welcome, Michael.
Great. Thanks for having me, Sandy.
Well, so good to see you, and I know you must be so happy that finally we are seeing a light and we're coming out of the pandemic, because I know filmmakers really suffered greatly during that time.
Yes. Yeah.
Was it something you were able to kind of keep up with? Because I know a lot of you have, you know, the capability with technology to have little mini studios for editing and whatever in your homes. How were you able to kind of keep up during the pandemic?
Yeah, so my last shoot was March 11th, 2 days before the lockdown, with Spike Lee on Revolution by Design for his new film, To Five Bloods. With Kenny Gravelis and Emory Douglas, former Minister of Culture for the Black Panther Party. And then right after that, it shut down. So all production was down, and I was on post on Run, Raven, Run. So kind of did a deep dive with the edit and research. So actually the time was used wisely, but yeah, it was very difficult, you know, financially during with production being locked down.
Sure. But, you know, as far as editing, that kind of, you were going to have to kind of be holed up for editing anyway. So at least, like you said, you were able to be productive. And tell us a little bit about Run, Raven, Run, because I understand it's a documentary about gypsy music, and I'm not sure what that really means.
Yeah, so it's the music of the Roma, which originally came, the Roma people, the Romani people came from Rajasthan, India, originally back in 1000 AD. They were pushed northward. People don't know if it was Muslim invading armies or exactly what drove them northward, but they started northward through Iran and up through the Anatolian Peninsula, Turkey, and then into Europe, Russia, North Africa. Now their diaspora is very large, almost global. And they traveled in clans, so a musical clan, a gold washing clan, a metalworking clan. And I chose to go live with 4 musical clans in Romania. Wow. From a horn band out near the Moldavian border in the countryside to young kids doing hip hop and rap and dance in the Roma ghetto of Bucharest called Ferentari. So we have cover a wide spectrum of the music of the Roma music, of gypsy music.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm excited to give it out to the public.
Oh, it sounds fascinating. And I love the idea that the younger generation, the hip-hop, was probably informed and influenced by, of course, their traditional gypsy music. And I'm sure were a lot of the same instruments used, and did it have kind of the same flavor?
Well, you know, there is a form of Roma music, of gypsy music, called manele, which takes a lot of kind of Turkish beats and a more oriental sound. But the kids that I was with in Ferentari, in the Roma ghetto of Bucharest, it was more hip hop based, you know, from kind of taken from African American culture in the U.S. really.
Wow, fascinating. And then Spike Lee, really iconic filmmaker. You said you stopped production right before the pandemic, but you're still working on that as well. Tell us about that project.
Yeah, so that actually was released on June 10th, along with when his film To Five Bloods was released. And that was a short documentary talking about the film's key art, the movie poster, which was inspired by Emory Douglas, who was a former Minister of Culture for the Black Panther Party, who did the iconic fist drawing and a lot of other imagery that kind of informed African-American artwork and marketing and imagery, you know, since the late 60s.
Well,
so we were with Spike and Emery for a couple days up in Oakland and San Francisco. And it was a great project. It was really, really fun to work on.
Yeah, I would think just having that access to Spike Lee would as a filmmaker would be incredible to see how he works, as certainly the artist as well. Michael, if we want to know more about what you're doing, how can we keep up to date with you?
Well, you can go onto my company's website, rainpix.com, or look on imdb.com under Run Raven Run, the film's title. We'll be having a premiere in Europe in September, October at a film festival, and then slowly but surely after the festival market, rolling out to a lot of different territories. So we can't wait until the film is out there for the public to see, because I think everyone's going to really love it and the music.
Well,
and to see Gypsies and the Roma in a different light, because there's so much negativity associated with them, and really it's unfounded. There's obviously negative aspects to everybody out there, but they're beautiful people and beautiful music.
Beautiful. Well, I'm so glad you're bringing that culture alive. And